Three, two, one, roll that shit.
The background, I love that right now.
Yeah, man, it's all like colors. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, guys. Well, this is the very, very first episode of Words with Wozzy, and I have with me Dan.
How are we?
Pretty good. How about you, man?
Well, living life to its expectations, I guess.
Gotcha.
Well, work at Amazon. It's not fun. Pays the bills though, so I guess you gotta deal with the crap that they give you no matter what happens.
Yeah.
Really just been relaxing, working out at the gym about 3 times a week, which is a pretty good set pace. Done some cooking, made some interesting recipes.
Nice.
One, for example, was a stir fry, but I used ramen noodles.
Ooh.
So, give it a shot.
Well, at least you're, cooking now.
I have to, because somebody cut me off their food plan.
I saw that Cameron grew a beard.
He's looking a lot better at you.
Yeah,
He's
man.
pulling it off. He's
Yeah.
pulling it off. He looks good.
I saw that. I was like,
He's
damn.
actually looking good.
Yeah, man.
So-
Yeah. Shouts out to Cam for that beard and looking great.
Right?
That's for sure.
He's still at Amazon as well.
Yeah.
But he does AMC like 24/7. No longer a stower.
Oh, well, that's awesome.
He hates it.
Like,
He actually wants to quit,
oh, shit.
just like everybody else though.
Yeah, I've heard some stories. And then my company right now, we just did a tour of the factory, and I was laughing. I was like, you guys could have just asked me all these questions,
Right.
and I would have answered them for you because I've been
Now,
pretty much everywhere
You do know
there.
that Amazon's also opened up a bunch of tours too. Like people are constantly coming in now.
Yeah,
looking at us.
that's weird.
I feel like an animal in a cage on first floor. I literally told one of the PAs, I was like, I will bite. I'm one of those animals that will bite. If they poke me with a stick, I will attack.
Yeah, man.
I hate being watched.
Yeah, I mean, that's
I ain't no animal to be watched.
that's
So I literally walk
that's
away.
how it's been.
Yeah, but like I'm not a tour showcase event. Oh, let's see how this store puts product in a pod.
Well, obviously, I mean, but like that's how they do it.
Yeah, I don't like.
You know, they're like, okay, welcome to our facility. This is how we operate. These are our slaves.
Yep.
They do mindless tasks all fucking day,
Yep.
and they grab an item, they scan it, and then
they
they put
lose
it
their
away.
fucking minds at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, man.
It's great.
Oh my god. So remember the very, very first like weeks that I worked there?
I had to train you to spider.
Yeah, but like when I was stowing, I was like,
You were bitching to me saying like, what does it take for me to get your job?
yeah,
And I'm
I needed something. I needed to do something
I
else.
was like, let me just refer you. That's sure enough. You got pulled and I trained you because I referred you.
Dude, fucking, oh my god, just those 10-hour days sitting in a dark little area, scanning things and
It's
putting
worse
them
on
away.
deck. You feel like when you're picking. Like when you're picking at those arsas?
I guess, yeah,
Dude,
because those are a lot darker.
Those are a lot darker, and
Yeah.
you really feel like you're in a cage. Yeah, you have a little bit of free roam when you're stowing.
Yeah, because like you got the whole machine there that you have to like
Yeah,
load up, hit
yeah,
buttons. It's like you're
yeah.
playing whack-a-mole at the time.
Or do that shopping cart. Oh, I want that item.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
want
yeah.
that item. Oh, give me that, you know. Or you can do any other dance move that you know, like the sprinkler, for example.
Aye, man.
You will start doing shit like that. So that's the background of me, I guess.
Cool. That's
Also,
good.
One other thing, took a trip, as I mentioned to you
Yeah.
before we went live. We were relaxing. Did a few things the night before. That was fun.
So, I have a coworker that she goes to Door County like all the time.
Lucky girl.
Yeah,
She knows it's beautiful up there then.
she's like, yeah, I went to this one place. It's called, I fucking forgot because I've never been up there. But she was talking about the Swedish restaurant.
L. Johnson's.
L. Johnson's. And then there's another place. Fuck it. What was she talking about what they made? Don't remember. I don't remember at all.
Was it right next to L. Johnson's?
I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that she said... We were talking about food.
Okay.
And she was saying that that's all that she wants to eat. But she's on keto as well.
Okay, yeah, no.
So, like, she's not able to...
I don't diet when I'm up there.
Yeah.
I have all the good food when you're up there.
Oh, yeah, man. I was up in Montreal 2 weeks ago.
And you weren't on the keto diet, were you?
Fuck no. So, the drive up there, I was on the keto diet because without being on the keto diet, I just fall asleep in the car.
Right, I get it.
And so being on the keto diet, I don't get tired during the day. So it's fucking amazing. So, like, I wouldn't doze off or anything. I was, like, wide awake and alert.
You're putting good
I mean, I wouldn't call...
good nutrients into your body with the keto diet.
I wouldn't call bacon, burgers, and steak good nutrition.
But you're not taking that in when you're driving.
Oh, I was.
Oh?
Yeah, every single stop that we made, I had to find something that was keto so I could eat it.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah, so my number one go-to is burger, because it's easy and it's cheap.
But you can't go wrong with it.
Exactly. And no one's going to fuck up a burger unless you go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Fucking McDonald's. Every single goddamn time.
Actually.
Oh, yeah.
They have really had bad service lately.
The one on 22nd is shit.
Hell yes.
Yeah. That one's absolutely terrible.
Believe me, I know.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right,
well, but before this gets way, way, way off track. So you went to go see a movie today.
Went to go see Hobbs and Shaw.
How was it?
By far, there was really no relatations. Like, wasn't really related at all to Fast and Furious.
Okay, so it was like its own world.
Basically. So I'm guessing Fast and Furious is coming to an end.
Yeah.
With this is their new spin-off. Plus they had that Hurricane Heist too, but that was way, way out there. And I never saw that. Thank God I didn't, because I heard it was terrible. But this, I gotta say, by far, real funny, real good, action-packed, comedy. The Rock, as always, hilarious as hell. And Shaw, or whatever his name is, who plays the Shaw?
Yeah, what's his name?
What is his name? Oh, I know it, too. But,
his name is... God damn it. Jason Statham.
Yep, Statham is good. Those two are real good. And Kevin Hart even guest starred in it, too, for a little bit.
Oh, nice, nice.
So it just got better. Like, cool. Everybody was laughing in the theater when he when he was on the airplane. So definitely see the movie. I recommend. I would definitely give the movie an 8 out of 10.
Cool.
So there was a little bit that I didn't like, but 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I saw it when I went to go see... Or I saw the trailer for it when I saw Spider-Man Far From Home. I have not seen
Spider-Man Far From Home
Oh
yet.
my god, dude. It's so amazing.
I believe it
But I just read on Facebook that Sony and Marvel broke up the connection. Oh. So that's not great for this new Spider-Man. Because this is like my favorite Spider-Man by far.
Oh,
he's a teenager, or he's young enough to play the part.
Yes,
he's witty enough.
He's good to play the Peter Parker that they have. At this
he is like finally the Peter Parker that the fans wanted. Yeah.
Yeah, because Tobey Maguire. Yeah, he was okay.
Tobey Maguire was like, he was cringy.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But he did play the Spider-Man part very well, because that was more of a dark Spider-Man time.
Yeah. That was like the not like the original Spider-Man, but like some of the different variations of Spider-Man.
And then so in the Amazing Spider-Man, he actually played a good part too.
Yeah, I liked Andrew Garfield.
It was
great until he killed off Gwen.
Yeah.
I was very pissed.
Because there's still a lot more of Gwen in the comics.
Yeah.
And they cut it too short too quick.
Yeah. So. But they're back on MJ this Spider-Man, so. You know.
I don't know much about that though. I haven't seen, so don't spoil yet.
Spider-Man is good. This Spider-Man is my favorite, and I love the crossover in the MCU. But on Phase 4, if you're going to get rid of the new Spider-Man, that just fucks everything.
It does. And I believe it does. Because, I mean, I did see the first one, though.
Yeah.
What was it?
Homecoming.
That was a good one. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I would like to see Far From Home. I also saw that Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because it was on Netflix.
Yeah, Into the Spider-Verse was fucking amazing.
Definitely something there, and that was the time of... That was the Spider-Man that was... What was his name? Ben Reilly? Was it? Was that Ben Reilly? That wasn't Peter Parker.
No, it wasn't Peter Parker, but it was, I
could have sworn that it was Ben Reilly.
No. What the hell's his name? He's actually mentioned in the new Spider-Man movies.
So that means there's going to be a tie-in at some point.
Miles Morales.
Ah.
That's his name.
Okay.
Yeah, Miles Morales, definitely a great line of the comics.
Oh, yes, by far, I agree.
And, like, the artistic beauty of this movie was
phenomenal.
Phenomenal. Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. And I was like, everyone's like, they're all hopping over it like it's not even a Spider-Man movie.
But it is.
Yeah, it's a great Spider-Man movie.
Yes,
I was like, oh my god. But like I said, man.
It puts the Tobey Maguire movies, I would say, to the bottom.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
Andrew Garfield was good too. Especially when they had Reptile in the second one. The lizard.
Yeah.
That was Doc... that was Doc... That wasn't Doc Ock.
No, it wasn't Doc Ock. That was...
I know who it is.
I'm just drawing a blank. It's okay. Whatever. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man.
Before we get sidetracked here.
Yeah, again. So, we got some things in the news as of the last 2 weeks. So, the first one, of course, it goes to the top of my list. Nothing bashing on Trump. But for sure,
I didn't wear the red hat that said "Make America Great Again."
Trump, he's planning to buy Greenland. I guess to buy condos, but Greenland is all ice.
I mean, good luck.
So I don't know what's going on, but
Good
hey,
luck.
we got a video to show.
Creator, I build great companies, I build great buildings, I do a lot of great things. We're going to see. I would say if I had my choice of making lots of money or imparting lots of knowledge, I would actually be just as happy to impart lots of knowledge. I think probably the combination will be true.
This guy's ridiculous.
Okay.
So he wants to buy Greenland for an environmental...
Bring your own phone.
Whatever.
Well, your own real phone.
Okay.
When you
Please-
switch to Google
Please stop advertisement. No, I don't want to.
Fi. A phone plan, but
Okay. So,
He wants to buy Greenland.
I'm
yeah,
a job
I don't
creator.
know.
I build great
It's
companies.
gotta
I build
be
great
an
buildings. I
April
do a lot of
joke,
great things.
If anything, but it's way past April. Yeah.
by Google.
Okay.
Question.
Please stop making noise. Okay. Alright, well, that was one thing. The next thing is a guy pulled over for playing Pokemon Go.
Well, I thought that happened to you at one time. Didn't it? No? Maybe that was
No. But this guy had 8 phones. Look at this. Okay, so this man was caught playing Pokemon Go on 8 phones in his car. So he was pulled off on the side of the road, and a cop went up to see if he was okay or if he needed any help. Turns out he was doing a Rayquaza raid. Look at this. I guess you really wanted to get that shiny.
That was what the. Oh.
Yeah.
I've gotten a few shinies, by the way, that I've hatched through eggs. So.
Yeah, I still have not yet hatched on shiny.
Really? I've gotten I got a shiny Pikachu. So now I got a shiny Raichu.
Nice.
And
I got my shiny Eevee that I'm about to turn into the shiny Umbreon.
Dude, I really screwed up. I did a Flareon and it's not cool at all.
Ooh. Yeah, I got the shiny Eevee when I was up in Montreal, and I did the 10 kilometers of walking quick, and I was like, all right, we good.
Oh,
now all I have to do is just evolve it.
I did get a shiny Bonsly though, so that'd be a shiny Pseudowood.
Oh, nice.
So I did hatch that. I was proud of that. But actually, let's see what I can pick up right now, just for grins. Since we're on the topic. Another Bonsly, not shiny. So we're just gonna scrap that. Send it to the mulcher.
Turning that Pokemon into candy.
Basically.
Alright, well, this next news article. A person wearing TV torments Virginia town by leaving TVs on porches. Let's roll that clip.
No need to adjust that dial. You are, in fact, seeing a person with a TV set on their head, laying an older set on someone's front porch, and just walking off.
He wants to be known as the TV Santa Claus. I don't know.
This bizarre discovery happened Sunday morning in Henrico's Hampshire neighborhood. Outdated boxes were found at more than 50 homes.
We got an old tube style
Whoa,
TV.
whoa, hold on. More than 50 homes.
That's a lot of TVs.
That's a lot of tube
Are they all
TVs.
busted? Like,
I don't
I
know.
thought my son brought it home, but apparently not. They had way too much time on their hands if they had all these TVs and spread them out all over, all over the neighborhood.
Henrico
And the
police are
cops are
tuned
just
into the
taking
situation.
them?
They have security
Why?
camera video like this from multiple neighbors, but think it's only a
I'm loving
prank targeting no one in particular.
At most, this seems to be more of an inconvenience to the community.
Amazing.
It's an
Officers and county
inconvenience
workers
to the
spent Sunday
community.
morning picking up the old units and hauling them away.
The police did a great job coming up and collecting them all.
This is the second time the TV set mystery played out in Glen Allen. The same thing happened in
second
a
time.
different neighborhood last August. Timing that's not
can't-
lost on
I can't
some.
even-
Last
I think it's just
August?
a prank. Some college students who were just bored.
Summer and people are getting ready to go back to school. Maybe TV Man was he was just ready to strike to put a little humor into our lives.
In the absence of knowing
I would
the
have drawn a
brains inside
face on the
box,
I don't
TV.
know,
Smiley
that's-
face.
Yeah.
what is he trying to prove?
But like,
These homeowners left only to guess at what it all means.
Definitely.
he's got to be able
Get
to
up,
see
stay
through
away
that.
from the screens.
I don't know. Why do people do anything? People are weird.
Make it look pretty.
Henrico police say the
Or like have a tear eye on it, like I hate myself. I want to but I want to be funny at the same time.
Last August, more than 20 TVs were left on the porches.
Dude, I'd sell that for scrap. Make some money.
You could barely make like $5 on each one of those TVs though.
Hey, $5 in your pocket.
I guess. It just seems like a really good way to get rid of your TVs.
Oh, you know it is.
All right. Well, the next news article I got over here is a Florida man who drives a golf cart into Walmart. So,
Just
I guess the
takes
Florida
the golf
man.
cart, goes through the door, and he's in.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, watch.
And in trouble, deputies say for attempting to run over. Golf cart mayhem caught on camera tonight. A Riverview man in trouble. Deputies say for attempting to run over several people at a local Walmart. ABC Action News reporter Ryan Smith walks us through what some customers are calling an unsettling trip to the store.
Tonight, customers described those chaotic moments dodging a speeding golf cart at this Gibsonton
That wasn't
Walmart.
even a
One
speeding
witness
golf
telling
cart.
me he's thankful he left the kids at home.
I pick up my phone, post on Facebook. I'm on my way to Walmart. Wish me luck. you know, as a joke.
You had no idea you actually needed it.
No, I did not actually.
Brandon Daniels, one of many
That
forced
chick
to
is
run for
tasing
safety.
him.
Either the
Or
extra sign or
trying,
the
at
sporting goods
least.
section to get a weapon. I don't know. Well, at first it was unbelievable. It's something you would not expect shopping.
Watch as deputies say Michael Hudson nearly mows
What's
several
this dude
customers
trying to
over.
do? He's trying to
He
like
uses a
hold
golf
back
cart
the
to ram
golf
through the
cart.
store's glass front doors.
Not only did he put his own self in danger, he also put the people around him in danger. And it could have been my 3-year-old.
Jason Waldrop snapped this picture moments after Hudson crashed into a checkout counter.
From what I can see, he looked like he couldn't breathe. He was just laying on the ground.
I've confirmed today's rampage is not connected to one man's threat to shoot up the store last weekend. Two close calls for this local father in
I
just
thought for
1
sure.
week.
I
I
stopped by
Hudson's Riverview home tonight, but no one answered.
That's custom.
I'm told his charges could
put
change
some
moving
pinstripe
forward
on
as
that, maybe a
investigators
turbo.
review that surveillance video
Yeah, man,
to
that's gotta be a
determine if
personal
and
golf
how
cart
many
right there.
people exactly were hit by that golf cart. In
I mean,
Gibsonton, Ryan
it was in
Smith,
Florida,
ABC Action News.
so I don't expect anything less.
I mean, I don't either.
I mean,
Cologuard, colon
I
cancer
would
screening
have
for people
expected
50
a
and
little
older
bit
at
more,
average risk.
You know,
Like what? A go-kart?
There are places
you know, a golf cart with like an alligator on the back of it, tow hitch with the alligator in a bathtub
That's custom.
with some like blow up fucking palm trees around it.
So
Just be like,
alligator.
don't worry, guys. I'm bringing my pet gator. Then he goes out back and fucking just starts shooting off a bunch of guns. America!
You mean fireworks?
Gators!
He be doing fireworks.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Because you don't want to actually shoot a gun off. That's how you go to jail.
I'm pretty sure the dude went to jail.
No, you first got maybe a fine.
He got a DUI, that's it.
Yep, probably.
Driving under the influence of golfing fucking fanatica.
He had to get his white golf ball. He hit it off the fairway, and it went through the window at Walmart. And he had to go
Sure.
it
Yeah,
live.
he had to play it out, or he had to play it through.
I would do it.
Apparently, he was
Wouldn't
parked
want to screen for colon
outside
cancer.
of the alcohol portion of the store.
Well, then I guess he was probably under the influence.
Possibly, but I mean, he just stood there for a little bit and then finally drove in. But he already had cops on his ass. Like, what's the point?
Well, I'm already going to jail. Let's go off the bay.
I mean, I know Walmarts have drive-thrus now for like picking up items, but I don't think they have a drive-in policy.
No, not yet. That's 2 years down the road. They're thinking about it after this incident.
They're gonna make it a little slower.
Yes.
From the 15 miles per hour of the golf cart down to like 7.5, like
No,
a
more
mobility
like a
scooter.
Segway. But that thing only goes 10.
You know, whatever.
Max
It
speed
gets
is
you from
10.
point A to B.
It does get you from point A to B.
Helps you like load up. They could add a shopping cart
No,
attachment
that's
to
what
it.
You should do to your Segway. You should take that through Walmart.
Yeah, about that. I no longer have the Segway.
What happened? Did you drive it into a creek?
No.
Oh, good.
No. That would be hilarious. But no, I did not drive it into a creek or anything. I returned it because it was impractical.
You still have the hoverboard? Or the
longboard? No.
You know, I was supposed to ride that before you got rid
I'm
of it.
sorry, man. I did a review on it that I'm going to be editing and uploading, and yeah.
That's understandable.
I have a lot of video projects that I'm working on currently.
That's fair.
You know,
So
whatever.
what do you have now? You don't have the Segway no more.
I have my scooter.
I mean, at least you still have that.
Yeah. I mean, that's the mobility thing, so that I'll like ride that to work, and then I'll ride it back from work. It's pretty nice.
Like, what, 7 minutes? On the
It
scooter?
takes me 7 minutes in the car. It takes me about 11 minutes on the scooter.
Yeah, because the scooter can only go 30. No, it can go about 60. 'Cause you need to go 60, don't you?
No.
Can't they? Oh, so how do you're going on 31 to get to work?
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
Well, I've taken 107.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's 45 miles per hour,
Yeah.
but I only go 20, so it's not too bad.
I mean, people die on those things.
Whatever.
All right,
YOLO.
life to its fullest.
I'm being nice to the environment. That's all I care about. All right.
All right.
So
when you do a video about trees, let me be here for that. 'Cause I know
okay.
you
Yeah.
don't care about the environment.
Yeah. I'll be doing a video about all the trees that grow.
Trees are being cut
I have a
down.
weird ass tree in my neighborhood. It's on the corner where I bring my dog to shit. It's not even a full tree. It looks like it grew and then gravity took over and just pulled it right in the ground. So it's just the top portion of the tree.
Huh.
Yeah, the trunk is just gone.
So no trunk.
No trunk. No tree trunk at all.
So it's just.
Yeah,
there.
it's
hanging. It's like a chandelier.
No, as in like it just fell down. So it's like a gigantic bush, but with tree leaves instead of bush.
So it's on a small
things.
stick. Like there's a little bit of trunk.
No,
like...
there's a trunk. It's in the ground.
Oh, and then it's just on top.
Yeah, it's just like this far off the ground.
Oh, so
and then it's just the rest of the treetop.
Hovering.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing ever.
That's what
I saw it
So
one.
it's like a chandelier, basically, where you see how it's hanging, and then you got.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Just it's an upside down chandelier.
Sure. Yeah. If you want to call it that, I just call it the late bloomer.
Wow.
This is not fully erect yet.
Wow. It never will be. It's too late.
I guess, yeah. It has to find some
it's the millimeter Peter.
some sexy young new broad tree in the neighborhood to get it fully up there.
It's not gonna happen. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, this is another thing. So this is a little creepy. I want to go over the photo. So it's a gang leader who attempts to leave prison dressed up as his daughter, or escape from prison dressed up as his daughter.
This ought to be good.
So it's a Brazilian drug trafficker. He attempted to escape from prison on Saturday by disguising himself as his daughter and then switching places with her.
Oh, so
so
he was gonna leave his daughter.
When he was caught, like he looks Asian.
Is his daughter
fairly Asian? No, I'm pretty sure his daughter's Brazilian. It's just like that's fucking weird. That is just weird.
This dude.
He looks like a chick. Kinda. Like, up until, like, if you cover up, you know, like, that kind of looks like a girl.
How old is his daughter?
19?
There would be. No. Well,
Yeah, 19-year-old daughter.
Well, that's just. The people.
Is that a fucking Mickey Mouse? That's a Mickey Mouse shirt. Like.
Hey, at least he's playing the part.
All right, so yeah, this is what it looks like without the wig, and that's it looks like he's missing eyes.
Yeah. And
yeah. So let's watch the video of him actually like taking the shit off, because this is weird as fuck. Just like.
Well.
But he had the bra on and everything. Like, if that doesn't look like something out of The Grudge, I don't know what is. I was like, damn, he's got some big pecs. But then I realized that he was wearing the bra. He was in full character. I wonder if he's wearing the panties. If she was on his period. I wonder, like, if he, like,
I don't want to know if he
did a little wiki up there.
I can't know that. If a dude's on his period, that means his dick got cut off and he should go see a doctor. Like,
that is fucking weird. It's like Mrs. Doubtfire mask right there.
Yeah.
Hello, little children.
That's creepy though. Let's oh man. But like, if he was bleeding down there, he would definitely want to see a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, you know, whatever. Unless he's bleeding out of his ass. Like, I mean, that's already an established hole.
That is already established. He's got that hemorrhoid. That popped.
He's got some major hemorrhoids.
Dude, he's walking like he got fucked.
He ate way too spicy of food.
What kind of spicy food we talking here?
Like the Carolina Reaper times 3.
And ghost pepper as well.
Yeah, just all mixed together.
And
he was just shitting his brains out for like the past 3 days. And...
that would do it to you.
All right, well, there's 2 more news articles. The next one is airport worker who was fired for slipping. You ugly. Note into traveler.
He's probably gonna give it to his coworker, honestly. Maybe.
Like, who the fuck has time for this? Like, did they know that someone that was ugly was going to be coming through? Or did they pre-make this and they just waited? I want to know if there's video footage of them actually writing it up. But that just seems weird.
Was you trying to be funny? Because that's
I don't know.
not funny.
I don't know, but like... What the fuck? Thinking that he's getting her number or something? Oh, and then she laughs once she reads it. Once he reads it, yeah. Oh, there she goes, tearing off another one. So I guess she's just making notes for a bunch of people, and that's about it.
You think it's funny?
I don't know. Fucking, what was it? So there was a guy. Hold on. Shut up, videos. Okay. So there was a guy who was at McDonald's.
Ooh, we got some bonus footage. We're gonna pull some bonus footage videos here.
Is that it, right?
Well, you spelt it wrong.
You know what? Okay.
You're lucky they can't see that.
Was this it? Oh, yeah, it was over at Wendy's. Okay. So... this dude here went to Wendy's, and on their receipts, I guess you could, like, write up what the customer looks like, kind of like over at Chick-fil-A.
Yes.
But now Chick-fil-A ended up changing it to the whatever your table stand is. They marked that on the receipt instead of your name and what you're wearing. So it had a little ugly dude written on the receipt. And the dude, of course, gets the fucking receipt.
Nice.
So, of course, he got pissed off, and I'm pretty sure the person got fired. But, yeah, like, what the fuck?
I mean, I guess that's a new policy. If you're ugly, you're gonna be called out for it.
Like, I don't even think he looks that ugly.
Then again, there was a time. That brings up a story.
Like,
we were.
I've seen some people that look like feet.
He doesn't look.
And this dude does not look like a foot.
No, he doesn't. He looks like a guy that's trying to go to the gym a little more, honestly, or he needs to. But that reminds me of a time.
Whatever.
That reminds me of a time when we got a receipt at Burger King. We were wearing our cap. Me and my cousin were wearing our Capitals jersey. We were going to a hockey game, and turns out dude was a Blackhawks fan, so he gave us some major crap about being Capitals. He was like, "Oh, Capitals suck. Go Blackhawks. Hell yes." We were like, "That's funny." We had it. It was just a little hate, no biggie. It is what it is.
You know, YOLO.
Yes, you have fun in your life every once in a while, but don't be making fun of people who look like feet.
Or that don't look like feet.
That just might need to hit the gym a little more.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a stupid world that we live in.
Sadly.
All right, so the very last thing of news. It's not funny news. It's some really great news. A woman becomes the first female pilot, or the female Marine, to pilot a F-35B fighter jet.
All right.
I don't know why this hasn't happened sooner. Unless, like, it's the combination of a woman and a Marine.
Danica starting NASCAR.
Hey, man. Women.
Danica,
they're in the world.
Yeah, but Danica made NASCAR interesting. She always went right for some reason instead of left. I don't think she knew what she was getting herself into.
She was just going in reverse.
Oh.
Yes, she was backing it up the whole entire time. Because then you have to go right so you could turn left. Duh. Obviously.
No, sadly, that's if she got spun around. Then she went into return.
Oh, okay.
But she still made that left turn instead of the right turn.
I like how it says danger, ejection seat. Do not cut canopy within 3 inches of canopy frame. Well, okay then.
Alright, so that's good. That's good.
So yeah, I don't know if it's just like the combination of her being a Marine and a pilot, because Marines are typically on the ocean.
Yeah, and there's plenty of females out
Yeah,
there.
so
I guess it's just that maybe they...
Just maybe that combination, because I know that there's female pilots.
Yes, there are.
So, I mean, is it like a first time that this combination has flown the F-35B fighter jet?
Yeah, I would I don't think anyone else is... Yeah,
I'll have to ask my friend over in the
she's 29,
Air Force about this. Yeah. I mean, I bet it is an exhilarating experience.
Yeah.
I mean, those things go fast. Oh, shit, fuck. All right. Well, with this good ending news, I got a little clip from earlier this week.
Guess out the window.
So I'm driving home, and this is what I see in front of me. So this person in this Nissan is holding their gas tank out the driver window.
Is he smoking a cigarette in his car?
Like,
what is this person doing?
Literally.
They've got a gas tank out their window.
Like, that's it. They drove like another 100 feet and then took a right, and they just kept driving. Like, he wasn't trying to pour it out the window.
He was just holding it.
I guess they were holding it out of the window so, like, they no longer had to smell it or something, but... Yeah, it didn't make any fucking sense.
No, it made that...
Yeah, no, 0 sense.
I mean, usually people put it in the back of their trunk.
Yeah. Keep it in the trunk, you know? It doesn't, like, bother you for, like, the first, like, 10 minutes.
Plus, that guy looked like he came from the quick trip and took a right.
Yeah.
So that's only a 5-minute drive.
Yeah, easily. You know, or you just roll down all the windows so you don't have to smell it.
That's another
Those things are inventions. They do exist in our world. All right, well, that's all I have for this episode, man.
That's a good episode.
Thanks.
Interesting episode.
Yeah, pretty soon in the next coming episodes, we're gonna do some things with some games.
I would hope so. Maybe
probably some like trivia. I know for sure taste testing. Yeah.
I don't know if I want to be here for taste testing.
No, it's not gonna be bad taste testing. It's just gonna be blind taste testing. So like I have an idea for like if we could determine what the difference between like some like popular beers are. So like just blindly drink them and see if you could like actually determine which one.
Mix, huh?
No, yeah, alcohol's gonna be in the mix.
Okay, maybe.
It's gonna have to be on the time that I break keto, but you know, whatever.
You don't want to break keto.
I break keto every weekend now. After carb cycle. Yeah.
Oh no, that sounds dangerous. Just don't give me hams. Tastes like piss.
Oh, dude, hams is delicious.
No, that is gross.
And then I had the idea of we're gonna do like big words and try to figure out what they mean by just how they sound.
Okay.
Also probably some like slang words and like try to figure out like their meanings because like let's be real here.
Okay, we're gonna do some. We're gonna start up a.
I don't speak
like,
slang, so.
Well, there's.
I think I said yeet.
Yeet.
Yeah,
Lil.
yeet. Lil.
Lil.
Well, that's not really slang. It's just a
People
little.
use it?
Yeah, but it's like not like.
It could mean anything.
More popular. It could mean anything now.
Catch you in a lil.
Oh my god. My brother was talking about something that was like, what basic bitches say. How they like laugh or some shit. And then it was like, got me like, oh, or something.
Got me what?
I don't fucking know. These young people nowadays, man, I tell you, they're fucking retarded.
They're creating
a new language that doesn't exist after they've like
matured.
Went through it. Cause like, do you hear anyone say YOLO anymore?
I think my hat that says YOLO. But nobody really uses
Like,
it.
yeah, no one uses it frequently anymore.
Right.
And like, some people will say lit.
That's
I know bet is still like a huge thing.
For show. People use
for show, I guess.
But
yeah.
it's for sure, but
yeah.
Still, like, people use that all the time. I use it quite a bit, actually.
See, me and my friends, we say bet, but we've been saying it like actually bet.
I don't know. People just use it as bet as like bet.
Yeah, like I was sold something to some guy. I was like, "Hey man, I'll be there in like 10 minutes," and he said,
He's
"Bet."
like, bet. And
I was like, "What the fuck am I betting? Do I have to bet in my time that I'm gonna be there? I got $10 on this shit. You owe me money. You owe me more money for the shit I'm selling you." Fucking show up, be like, "Yeah, I'll be there to pick up at this time." Bet. Alright, man, if I show up at this time exactly, you owe me this for free. Because I win it. That's how this bet works.
Right.
Like, I'm fucking done with this bullshit. I don't want you to say bet.
Just bet.
Yes. Like, if someone's like, "I just saw the craziest shit the other day," and you say bet, that's a perfectly good use for bet.
It is, I suppose.
Yeah.
On that.
Or like, "I just won $300 the other day."
Bet.
Fucking bet. Yeah.
And then pull it out. Here you go.
Pull it out. Show me.
100, 200, 300.
Yeah,
okay.
I bet that you're lying. That's why I say bet.
Not just,
not just like
10 minutes, bet.
Yeah, fucking.
I'll be there in 10 minutes. It's not that far from me.
Fucking bet. You know, I'm not lying, bro.
I'm not lying.
I for sure left.
Here's my GPS route. 10 minutes. Oh, it just dropped down to 9.5.
It's. Oh my god. Fucking people are stupid, man. I tell you. I fucking tell you. All right, man. Well, it's been nice having you on here. I'm gonna roll that outro. Oh wait, that was way too soon.
So
super fucking late.
Finish anything else before you roll the outro?
Got any funny stories?
This is where you come in because you said you had one, and I was gonna listen.
What was it? I know I saw. Okay, so I had the gas.
Right.
What else?
I know you had something else.
There's so much shit that happens.
Right. And there's probably a lot with me too that I can't even.
Yeah, I should just start writing everything down.
Like, I mean, I know there was the one time, back to the hams, when I stayed at Andy's. This was a while ago. I was talking to Nikki, and she made the comment because I was like, "I'm drinking piss right now," and that she was like, "Oh, I love piss," and I was like, "I'm talking about the hams beer, but." Good
Whoa! Seems like someone wants some golden showers. As you're like, oh yeah.
Golden showers. That's that.
The only kind
funny.
Trump likes.
I was oh. How did you know that was his fetish? What did you look that up on the internet too?
I don't know. I wonder if it's a thing.
No, it's not.
Real quick.
Oh, we're gonna look it up. What is Donald Trump's fetish?
Oh, what the hell?
You didn't even type anything. So what is Donald Trump's main fetish? Did anything funny happen in Montreal?
Anything that happened in Montreal that was funny. So I don't know if this counts as funny unless like you had to be there, but like, or like if you like understand how my family is. So I was with my brother and we were going to walk to get to the bus.
Okay.
So that we could take the bus to the metro.
Right.
And then take the metro to meet up with my cousin.
Okay.
Well, so we figure out what bus we have to go on and wherever the closest stop was. So we walk to the stop, we sit down. And I'm looking at my app, and it shows that the bus isn't going to be there for like another like 45 minutes. So I was like, fuck, this is going to take forever.
Right.
So me and my brother were just sitting there talking, whatever. And then this lady walks up, and she starts speaking French. Now, in Montreal, everyone knows English as well as French.
I don't, but carry on.
Well, that's because you don't live in Montreal. So
do you know French?
I used to know a little.
Well, I know more German than I know French.
So
Been looking up stuff.
this lady walks up and she starts speaking French. I said, sorry, we speak English, we're American. And so she said, oh, are you guys waiting for the bus? And we're like, yeah, we're waiting for the bus. And she was like, well, with the road construction, the bus doesn't come to this stop.
Oh.
So I was like, fuck it, whatever. Like, and she was like, so if you go 2 more stops down the road, you'll get to the next bus station that the bus will actually go to.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, cool, the bus stop will be fine there. So we start walking, and I don't know that the bus stops aren't the physical booth bus stops. They're like little post-it signs that just say bus on it. That's it.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, so I wasn't looking for these. I was looking for actual booths that you sit in to wait for the bus.
Okay.
So we're walking, and I'm like, fuck it, I just can't. I have no idea where the hell we're going. We might as well just walk to the metro. So I quickly Google search how far away the metro is, and it's saying that it's like an hour walk. But then I look at the schedule, and the bus is going to drop off at the metro station in an hour and 10 minutes. So I was like, screw it, let's just walk. Right? Let's just walk, whatever, we got this. So we walk there, and then we pass by a grocery store, and I quickly get some water, because of course it's fucking hot, whatever, we're walking a while. And then before we knew it, we were there. Or before we get there, there's this park that we're about to cut through, to like cut a corner. And it's the weirdest shit ever. So in some portions of the park, they have a fence. So they have like a long fence, and I was like, oh fuck, we gotta go to an entrance wherever there's a sidewalk or there's a driveway, right? So I like look at the opening. I'm like, okay, fine, we have an opening here. We could go in, but we have to find an opening to leave.
To get out, yeah.
I fucking look across. And I'm like, all right, well let's go through this way and then figure something out. So as we're walking, the section of fence that I'm looking at, that's like the only solid portion of fence, is like probably 20 feet, and it's right next to a tree. That's it. Nothing else. There's nothing to keep out anything else, because there's like another 1,000 fucking feet of no fence. There's no pathways, there's no nothing. So it's just a random section of fence.
And covering a tree.
By 2 trees, yeah. That's it.
What are these? Significant trees?
I don't know.
Special trees?
I don't know. But there was a bunch of other trees around without a fence by there. Yeah, and I was like, okay, what's this fence for? Like, I'm trying to, like, figure out if there's, like, something valuable that people don't want to, like, hit into with a car accidentally or something.
Was it a valuable tree?
I don't fucking know.
No longer...
All I know is that the portion of the fence that was there, there's, like, this cracked portion, and it's, like... So it definitely looks like a tree branch fell off the tree, hit the fucking fence, knocked some of the spigots into the ground, and it was just there like that. Like, are you guys gonna fix it?
Probably
or,
not.
like, did this happen to all the other fencing, and that's why you guys ripped out the fencing? What's going on? So, like, the whole entire time, me and my brother were making fun of, like, the bus being our saviors to keep us from the long walk, and then I found a sealed bottle of water on the ground. And I was like, oh, it was the 110. It saved us with water. And then finally we get to the metro, and I asked the guy, I was like, hey, can we get a week pass on the flimsy pass?
Okay.
Not the actual, like, they have these reloadable plastic cards that all of mine expired. So this is what they look like. It's just like a...
Oh, basically like a debit card.
Yeah, it's like a debit card.
It's got a chip reader on it.
Yeah, it's got a chip reader, and it's NFC. So that's what it looks like if anyone wants to know. So yeah, mine expired. Turns out that the week pass is only able to go on this. So I was like, alright, whatever, fuck it. Whatever. I'll buy a new one. And it lasts 4 years, which is going to be great, especially if I go up once every year.
Right.
So I was like, okay, whatever. That's what we did last time. So as I'm talking to the guy, I'm like, hey, can I get the flimsy pass? And he was like, no, it's only good for the plastic pass. I was like, well, mine expired. Is there a way that I can, like, get a new one for cheaper? No, you can't do that. Okay, well, how much is it going to cost? It was like, $6 for the pass. I was like, $6 for the pass? And he was like, 6.
6.
I was like, well, this is like 16 to me, or 15 to me. And this is just 51. And then he, like, looks at me confusing, because, like, I'm trying to make a joke. Because I think that the guy thinks I'm fucking retarded. And he's like, 6.
6.
And I was like, yes, okay, I understand English. I'm sorry. And I was like, so can I get a pass with the 1 week on it, and I'll pay for that? He was like, well, show me the fucking money. And I was like, okay, this guy's asking me to show him the money. So I thought I was going to be a fucking smart aleck. So I grab the money and I go, here's the money. And I realized that's not what he wanted. He wasn't, like, playing along with me. So I put it through and I was like, here you go. And he looks and he counts out the money. He's like, all right. He does all of his things. He puts it through and then he goes, you know, you're a real straight shooter. Like, I don't know if you were being sarcastic, because he sounded super fucking sarcastic. Like, yeah, you're a real straight shooter. But, like, that's exactly what my uncle would say. And, like, he says, like, these fucking... It's not dumb, it's just super sarcastic. The shit that he says is, like, so sarcastic and it's super funny. But it could be taken super wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh my god, I gotta tell this to my uncle. He's gonna get a kick out of it. So, fucking 30,000 steps later, we're walking around all day. My legs are on fire, by the way. Because, like, I haven't done this much walking since I started the job.
Right.
And I was like, holy shit, I can't do this. It's all uphill, downhill, whatever. And I was carrying around my backpack with me the whole entire day. And that had my drone in it. Yeah. It had a camera in it. And I was fucking dead.
Right.
So, like, my legs were killing me, whatever. I get picked up by him. And I was like, I gotta fucking tell you something. So, like, the guy at the fucking Metro, he called me a straight shooter. He was like, you're a real straight shooter. And my uncle, he's laughing, because, like, the whole entire time, he's calling me a sketchy person. Or, no, a shady person. A shady individual. A real shady guy. And I was like, okay. So then after this, he then starts saying that I'm a straight shooter, and I'm like, oh my god. It's not gonna be over. I gotta deal with being called a straight shooter. Just... like, what the fuck? So, you know, it was great, though. I loved my trip. I didn't have enough time, though.
No, I was the same.
It wasn't even, like, a whole week.
No, and I was only up in Door County for 4 days.
Yeah.
Sunday, well, actually, I was actually down here. I didn't get up to Door County until 9 o'clock Sunday night.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, at least it's not that long of a drive.
No, but, I mean, I felt exhausted on that last hour.
Yeah, for sure.
I was going 120. Like, literally, I was going 120 for a good half hour, because I was like, oh, we got an hour left, so I'm going to shave off a half hour. So I was like,
gotta make it.
Then, when I got up to, all of a sudden, the speed limit just drops. I'm going, like, it was like 120. I was already going 120 in a 70, right? But then it drops to 35. There's a cop right up the road. Literally, I'm on the brake. I'm only going probably at that time when I started getting down, when I saw it starting to drop, I was probably going 55 and 35.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm screwed. I'm going to get pulled over. They're going to think I'm drunk. Something's going to happen. I cruised on by at 40. And I thought the cop, but at that point, the radar already read that I was at 55. But I cruised at 40. Like, no brake. Yeah. And then I was sketchy for a good 10 minutes. Like, is he going to turn? Is he coming? So I'm really looking back.
Oh, man, I hate that shit.
I was good. I got to the hotel. I unloaded, and I just was like, I did not want to get a ticket up here. Because if I do, I got to come up here for court. That's a long drive.
So, back in, I think it was like in January, I met up with Kristen and some of her friends out in Elkhorn. Or out by Elkhorn? No, not Elkhorn. Where the hell was it?
I don't know where she stays. I don't know where she lives. She's still in Arizona, by the way.
I don't. Yeah, I know. Still talk to her.
She's in learning right now.
Yeah. So I go out to hang out with her and her friends. I meet them all at the bar and whatnot. And then I think it's like 3 a.m. we leave the bar. Like 2 a.m. we leave the bar, right?
2 a.m. is closing time.
I have an hour drive to get back home.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, oh shit, I got a way to go. Yeah. Like, I should probably leave, whatever. Well, it's a weird, like, square, and it's all one way around the square.
It's right in that, right in the Capitol or something, like right by the building, right? I know that area. It's a big square, there's a park.
You don't even know what city I'm talking about.
Elkhorn.
No, it wasn't in Elkhorn.
Are you sure? Because if you're talking about that
it wasn't
one,
in Elkhorn. No, because Elkhorn is by Lake Geneva.
Were you out there?
No, I wasn't out by Lake Geneva. I was south of.
Oh, you were probably by Delavan.
No, it wasn't out that way. I was north. I was.
You know what city?
West of Milwaukee, southwest Milwaukee.
Oh, you were in Milwaukee. Okay.
Oh, not quite Milwaukee. What's west of Milwaukee?
Mayfair, I believe.
Yeah. What's the town? Waukesha. South of Waukesha.
Waukesha. Okay, you were in Waukesha.
Or south of Oak Creek. No, not Oak Creek. Waukesha.
If you went up 94,
I'm gonna figure this out.
Dude,
I got this.
If you took 94, there's Ryan Road.
I took 94 up to 20, and then I took 20 west for a while.
That sounds like Mayfair.
Google Maps. What's up, Sloshkosh? Milwaukee. It was south of West Allis. Where was it? Where was I? Nope. Oh, maybe I'm way too far zoomed in. Hales Corners.
Were you in Greenland?
New Berlin. Was I by New Berlin?
I mean, New Berlin's not, because there's West Allis right there.
I was around this area. It was a very small place.
Okay.
Very small.
You took 20.
Yeah.
And you took 20 all the way up?
So, Highway 20 to here. East Troy! That's where I was. I was in East Troy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I was in East Troy, over here. So, here we go. It's the Village Square Park, so it's all one way. And here, let me put this on. Okay, because I felt like a dick. Because, okay, so her friends, they leave before me, and they go over here. But I could have sworn that they were going left. And I was going right, so I could go on Church Street, so I could go back home.
But Church Street was one way, wasn't it?
No, it's all... It's a two-way until you get into the square.
Okay.
So you could, like, take a right down. So they're over here on the left, and then I'm over here on the right. I pull up next to them, and there's, like, a little pothole here.
Nice.
And I was like, shit, I gotta get home, whatever. Well, it was cold out. So I was also trying to warm up my car. So I'm, like, trying to, like, over-rev and shit. Well, so my tire slips on the pothole, and then it finally gets traction, and then shoots me off. And, like, I did a little bit of a burnout. Okay. So I was like, whatever. I squealed the tire, like, real quick, and I was like, shit, they're gonna think I'm an asshole. Whatever, I was just right next to them. But then they were behind me. Yeah, and I was like, fuck, did I cut them off? Man, I feel like a dick if that was, like, my very first fucking impression. Like, some asshole fucking speeds off, like, burns out when he's, like, taking the turn. And then he cuts them off, like, he just completely steals the fucking turn from them. Like, wow, what a dick move. So I'm, like, I'm driving, And the speed limit is 35.
And you were going?
I was probably going 40.
Oh, you're fine.
Right? Then I get a text. Hey, you just passed by a cop, and he's now on your tail. So I was like, psh, bullshit. I look up in the mirror, I don't see a cop. Fucking 5 seconds later after I say I don't see a cop, whoop whoop!
Oh.
Berries and cherries. So I was like, oh. Pull off to the side of the road, and it's late. I'm like, fuck, I have to get home. So I was like, hello, officer. How's your night? How's it doing? How's it going? How's the job? He's like, you know how fast you were going back there? I was like, 40? He was like, yep, exactly. And I was like, is the speed limit 35? He was like, yeah. So I was like, I'm sorry, where I'm from, that's totally fine.
Okay.
And he was like, oh, I heard your tire. And I was like, yeah, so funny story. So I tell him what I thought happened, and he was like, okay, well, where are you coming from? I was like, I met up with a friend and some of her friends at the bar over here. And then he asked to see my ID. And then he was like, did you drink anything? And I was like, no, just water. So he was like, oh, okay. Because this was like when I like cut off soda and I cut off like almost everything alcoholic. I was just like, fuck it, only water for me.
Okay.
So that's all that I drank all night was just water. And I was like, look, I live an hour away. I'm tired. I'm just trying to get home safe. He was like, okay, well, at least you were being responsible and you only drank water tonight. You are far from home. I'll give you a warning. I was like, oh, okay, thanks. And he was like, just stay safe, watch the deer. So I was like, awesome, thank you, officer. Have a good night. Have a safe night as well. See you later.
Nice.
So, yeah, I drove away, and then I got home. And it was so fucking late. But it was worth it, you know? It was fun. I had a good time.
Yeah.
Of course, I got pulled over for, you know, whatever.
Water.
Hey.
Hey, you didn't get pulled over playing Pokemon Go.
That makes sense, though. Like, I mean,
no, I
if you're getting pulled over for playing Pokemon Go, that's definitely a distracting thing.
Yes.
All right, man. Well, it was good having you on the show.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Good time.
Well, we're gonna play out the outro, and we're gonna wrap it all up.